Welcome to Self-Worth by Design, a podcast about building life, work, and wealth from internal self-worth rather than external approval. I'm Diana Christina, and each week we explore the values, practices, and lived experiences that help you stop outsourcing your worth and start designing your life from the inside out. This isn't about fixing yourself. It's about remembering who you are and choosing from that place. Hi, welcome back to Self-Worth by Design. I'm Diana Cristina. This is week 2 of our 4-week focus on self-trust. In week 1, we talked about rebuilding trust with ourselves in small ways, micro moments of honesty. This week, we're going deeper. We're talking about listening to your inner voice. Your inner voice is not loud. It doesn't argue. It doesn't perform. It doesn't try to convince you. It's subtle. It's the feeling in your body. It's the pause before you say yes. It's the quiet discomfort when something doesn't align. And many of us were taught very gently, sometimes without realizing it, to override that voice. We were praised for being agreeable, for being easy, for being adaptable. And slowly, we started outsourcing our knowing. We began asking, "What do you think I should do? Does this make sense? Is this okay?" Instead of asking, "What feels true for me?" If you struggle to hear your inner voice, it doesn't mean you don't have intuition. It usually means one of 3 things. You learn to prioritize logic over feeling, you learn to prioritize harmony over honesty, or you learned that trusting yourself created conflict. So you adapted. You became perceptive. You became capable. You became thoughtful. But maybe you stopped checking in with yourself first. And this is where self-trust begins to thin out. Not because you're incapable, but because you stopped being your first point of reference. Your inner voice doesn't usually speak in full sentences. It shows up as things like a contraction in your chest, a soft expansion, relief, heaviness, a calm yes, a steady no. Sometimes it repeats itself quietly. You'll feel the same nudge more than once. And here's the key. Self-trust grows when you believe what you notice, not when you act dramatically, not when you make huge life changes, but when you simply acknowledge, "Oh, I feel that." This week, I want you to practice one simple thing. Pause before you decide. Before you respond to a text, before you commit to something, before you say yes automatically, pause and ask, what feels most honest for me right now? Not what looks best, not what makes the most sense on paper, not what avoids discomfort, just what feels honest. You don't need the full plan. You just need the next aligned step. Your inner voice becomes clearer when it feels safe. And safety comes from this, not judging yourself for what you feel. You might notice in your mind or body, or one or the other, things like this: I don't actually want to go. I need rest. That doesn't feel aligned. I want something different. Let that be information. You don't have to act immediately, but stop dismissing it. Self-trust begins the moment you stop arguing with yourself. I want to leave you with this question. Where in my life have I been ignoring a gentle inner knowing? Sit with that this week. Journal it. Think about it. Notice it. No fixing required, just awareness. Your inner voice has never left you. It has simply been waiting for you to slow down enough to hear it. Self-worth grows when you trust yourself enough to listen. I'll see you next week as we move into honoring your decisions and learning how to stand by yourself after you choose. This is Self-Worth by Design, and you are allowed to trust yourself again. Self-worth isn't something you earn. It's something you practice. Thank you for listening to Self-Worth by Design. If you found value here, subscribe, share, or leave a review. It's how this work continues to grow. And remember to always ask yourself, what would this look like if I trusted my worth?